Pencils down. Okay, 1 second. Just bubbling in C for every single answer that's left. Hi, it's Kristin here from Magoosh, and today is a really exciting day, CT, because we are doing our very first episode of TuesdACT, when we're going to be bringing you some of the best tips that we have for you to succeed on this test. And today we're going to talk about something that basically every ACT test taker out there struggles with, and that is how the heck do you finish this test that is so difficult to finish. So I'm going to talk you through some top strategies to finish the ACT. And strategy number 1 is to complete the test in rounds. Unlike the SAT, the ACT is not exactly ordered easy to hard within sections. So that means you can complete the test in rounds. Particularly on a long section like the math, round 1 should be the questions that you can do lickety-split, no problem at all. Round 2, those are the questions that are going to take you a little bit more time to work through. And round 3, those are the questions that are going to be the hardest for you to do, the ones that you really have to think through in order to solve. You can even have a round, yeah right, for the questions that you know you can't do and you're never going to get to, and that's okay. By doing the test in rounds, you're going to be able to see all the questions that you can do and not do what I did at the beginning of this video, and that is bubble in a bunch of random answers at the end of the test when it's likely that you could have gotten some of those questions. Strategy number 2 is to learn the most commonly tested English and math concepts. There are certain English and math concepts that are tested on every single ACT, like commas and circles. If you can learn what's tested, that's going to prevent you from wasting time thinking about how, oh, I don't know, Mrs. Drew last year in geometry, I think, was talking about how to find the slope of the line, but I was playing a game with my calculator. I think there's something having to do with m's. Huge time waster. If you know what's tested on every test, you can pull that right from your mind and you're not going to have to waste time doing that. Strategy number 3 is to predict an answer on the reading section. This is one of the things that students fight me on all the time. They say, how can it possibly save me time to come up with my own answer before I look at these answer choices that are just sitting right in front of my face? And the reason is because no one takes into account all the time that they spend hemming and hawing and debating and going back to the passage and rationalizing questions in their head. If you choose an answer for yourself first and then look at the answer choices, once you see the answer, it's going to jump right at you, it's going to be crystal clear, and you're not going to be wasting all that time trying to debate between the answer choices. And finally, strategy number 4 is to know how long your test is. And what I mean by this is the ACT is a very time-pressured test. There's no shame in not being able to finish it. Lots of students have to just do 3 out of 4 reading passages or 6 out of 7 science passages, and that's totally fine. The worst thing that you can do for yourself is half do a bunch of questions because you're rushing and panicking and racing through the test. You may find that you can get your best score just by doing 3 out of 4 reading passages. So if that's the case and you can get through those 3 out of 4 and you've left time to bubble and guesses for the rest, then you can pat yourself on the back because you finished your ACT that you've decided for yourself.